Good day, good people. My name is Kapasekwele and I'm an online math tutor here to help young children turn their struggles into their successes. Today we're going to be talking about helping your child develop a positive relationship with mathematics. In almost all the free consultations that I have with parents who want to hire out my tutoring services, which, by the way, if you are interested in hiring out a tutor for your child, go ahead and schedule a free consultation with me. You can use the link to my website, which is down below in the description box. But anyway, in these consultations, I ask the parents what they would like to see come out of the tutoring. Most parents always refer to the relationship their child has with mathematics. They would say things like, I want my child to start loving mathematics. My child hates math and I want their attitude towards it to improve. It's not just about the grades for me. I want my child to feel confident in this subject. So today I'm going to share with parents how you can get your child to that point. Now, generally speaking, when we as people hate doing something, it's mostly because at that point in time, we are not good at it. It's not natural for us to love something that we struggle with. In fact, when this happens, our natural inclination is to stop doing it. Whenever we see a potential for failure, we try and run away from it. It takes someone with the right mindset, the right view of failure, to push through that part of the process so that they can eventually improve their skills in whatever it is that they're struggling with at that point in time. Now, bringing it back to math and your child, when young people struggle with mathematics and they're not doing very well in it at that time, naturally, they begin to hate it. Those feelings come from having an incorrect view of failure. Thus, their mindset and their view of things is incorrect. Now, obviously, there are other reasons why a child may hate mathematics. It could be because they had a very bad experience with it. Maybe they had a very bad teacher. But many times when you pinpoint the root of the problem, the issue is always their mindset and their view of things, which results in them hating mathematics. Unfortunately, their mindset and their perspective can be changed. We will talk more on that later on in the video, but what you need to do as a parent is to help your child dismantle that mindset. If you can get that right, their attitude toward mathematics will change and they will start developing a love for the subject. So the question is now, how can you accomplish that? To help them change the way they think about mathematics, you need to help them change their perspective. You need to give them the correct view of what it actually takes to succeed in any area of life, including mathematics. For example, let's say your child hates mathematics because they're struggling with it. Many times their resentment stems from the fact that math makes them feel hopeless and they feel as though they can never improve. In their mind, if you're not good at something on the first or the second or even the 20th attempt, you can never be good at it. In their mind, they don't have what it takes to succeed in mathematics. The truth is that reasoning is simply not true. But they don't know that. So if that is where their headspace is at, you need to help them change that view. You need to help them see the truth. And the truth is, we are not born knowing how to do things. Most of the skills that we have today, we learned. But not only that, we need to keep improving on them. The growing never stops, especially in math. Most children can drastically improve their skills in mathematics. They just need to be taught it the right way, and they need to be given the tools to improve. Once all that is covered, they can go from getting low grades to very good grades. That is the truth of the matter. It's not only a particular group of people that can do well in mathematics and everybody else will struggle with it inevitably. Everybody can improve their skills, including your child. So that's the viewpoint that your child needs to have about mathematics in order for their attitude to change. So the best thing you can do is to find ways to effectively plant that seed of truth in their mind and continue cultivating it over time. Please note that I said you need to effectively plant that seed of truth in their mind. So here's an example of what is not an effective way of planting that idea in their mind. Have you ever had a belief that you strongly believed in and someone tried to convince you that your belief is not actually true without giving you convincing evidence to believe what they're saying? In essence, they're telling you that your belief is wrong without giving you proper evidence to prove it. Therefore, they were not effective in their efforts to try and change your mindset. Another example, let's say you made a dish and you fed it to your family. You realize while sitting at the dinner table that this dish didn't come out quite right. Then lovingly, in an effort to comfort you, your family says something like, wow, this was incredible, this was so delicious. Now, because you have taste buds, you know that they're not necessarily telling you the truth. Because you have strong evidence that is contrary to what you're being told, you have not been convinced, your mindset has not changed. These examples just shed light on the fact that it's going to take more than just words to help your child change their view of things. Simply saying to them, you can improve, you will improve, you are smart, is not going to convince them that they are smart and that they can improve. improve. Why? Simply because in their heads they have strong evidence to the contrary. They see the bad grades they get in math. They see their grades not improving. They compare themselves to their peers that seem to be doing much better than they are in math. To them, all of this is evidence that they cannot do well in mathematics and that they will never do well in mathematics, which then obviously results in a negative attitude towards it. It's going to take a whole lot more than you just telling them the truth for them to be convinced that it is the truth. You need to find ways to show them evidence of the truth, evidence of the fact that they can improve in mathematics and in anything that they set their minds to. Once they start seeing evidence to the truth, their attitude toward math will improve and their love for math can start developing. Okay, so now it's time to keep your child's love for mathematics growing. To do this, your child needs to start improving in mathematics. When they see the progress and they see the changes, their love for the subject and their passion for the subject will improve dramatically. There are a couple of things that they can do to improve. Firstly, they need to improve their study skills. I know for personal experience, once I actually learned how to study mathematics the right way, my grades improved. Once my grades improved, because of the little changes that I was making to the way I was studying mathematics, I began to love math. Because there was finally a formula that made sense, that I could follow, that could lead to success. I could finally set a goal in math and not feel that it was too far-fetched, because I now know how to actually reach that goal. Much like how you feel about exercise when you start seeing results. You start loving it, especially when you start seeing those physical changes to your body. Math can have the same effect on your child, only when they start making the changes that they need to in the way they study it, and then see the results of those changes and their hard work. If you are interested in helping your child improve their manner of studying math, I have a whole video on that and I will link it right up here so you can go ahead and check it out. Something else you can do is to hire someone to help your child improve their grades. And if you are interested in someone who can do that, feel free to set up a free consultation with me on my website. Again, as I mentioned earlier, the link is down in the description. I love helping young children improve their grades and their skills in mathematics, and I would love to help your child in the same way. Overall, in summary, for your child to love math, they need to do some mindset work. They need to see mathematics in the proper light. They need to be given convincing evidence that they can do well in mathematics and that they can improve their skills in math, only if they put in the right amount of effort. Then, to maintain that mindset, they need to improve in mathematics. Once they see their grades and their skills improve, they will begin to love the subject. And that concludes our video for today. Thank you so much for staying with me up until the end of this video, and I will see you in the next one.